This is just a quick video showing you how to save multiple plots to one PDF file using R statistics. Now this is very handy if you're doing a piece of data analysis that is producing multiple plots and you want to be able to access all of them at once rather than saving each of them to separate files. So in my case what I'm doing is I've got a computational simulation of some particular cognitive task. The details don't really matter. And what I'm interested in is how the data or the output of the model changes as one particular parameter of the model is incremented in small steps. So what I've got in R statistics here is just a loop, and what this loop is doing is it's changing in small increments one particular parameter in the model. For each of the parameter changes, it runs the computational simulation and then it produces a plot. Okay, so for each run of the model it produces one plot that looks like this. Again, it doesn't really matter what this plot's showing, but we've got correct response time at the top here, so response time distributions for two conditions. And at the bottom here we've got what's called conditional accuracy functions. So what I'm interested in is how does the pattern of these two plots change as a function of this one particular parameter in my model. So what I want to do in R is I want to repeat the model or repeat the simulation multiple times. For each model run I want to increment the value of this particular parameter by a set size. And then what I want to do is I want to save each of the plots that are generated to one page in a PDF document. But I want all plots saved within this one PDF. Now this is really simple to do, and I only learned how to do this the other day, so I wanted to share it because it's really pretty neat. So what you do is you contain your looping function that's creating these multiple plots within two lines of code. The first line of code just starts PDF, open parentheses, and then the name of the PDF file that you want to create. So in my case, I want to call my PDF file muflanker.pdf. So you contain this also within these quotation marks here. So you have this first line here, then you have your looping construct that will generate your multiple plots. And then right at the end, you want to have this dev.off and then empty brackets. So what this does is if I select all of this, for every time R calls a plotting function, so in this case it's multiplot, but normally it might be quickplot or qplot or just any general plotting function. Every time R calls a plotting function, what this piece of code will do is it will save each plot to a separate page of the PDF. So what I'll do is I'll just run this and then I'll restart the video once it's finished so I can show you what it looks like. Okay, so the simulation is finished. If I go into my folder here, you'll see that I have a PDF called muflanker, so this is what I asked R to create. So I've opened that up here, and now this is my PDF file, and you'll see that I've got 24 pages. So what's happened is the loop has looped over 24 values of this particular parameter, and it saved one plot for each of these parameters using this function which I've just shown you. So I've got 24 pages, and you'll see it's really neat because as I scroll through the PDF, I almost get like an animation of how my data is changing as this particular parameter is increasing. So this is one of the really neat functions of this ability to save multiple plots to one PDF. It's important if you want to get this sort of animation type effect that your axes are the same for each call to your plot. So for every plot I've created, for my upper plot, the y-axis goes from 0.1 to 0.9 and the x-axis goes from 0.2 to 0.8. So that way everything stays the same except for the data itself, and then I can see how my data is changing as this parameter increases. So just remember, if you want to be able to do this, you just include this PDF and then the name of your PDF, and then end it with this dev.off, and then within these two lines of code, every time you call a plotting function, the plot will be saved to a new page of PDF, and that's how to do it. So I hope you find that of use. I certainly find it very useful, and that's it. Thank you very much.